Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all well. Jude, fighting back United. I hope you're all well. Yeah, I hope you're all well. Like I said, hang on, just let me bring in my tea. Yeah, I hope you're all well. Yeah. Now a cup of tea and now I'll smoke, you know. But yeah, shout out to everybody in Ballyfermot, Cherry Orchard, Dublin 10. Let me just come into the live on my other account. On my new account. Really, hang on, I'm gonna post the link in here, right? Is my YouTube. Yes. Just give me a minute, hang on.
It's been coming up for 300 incidents attacks on me and my home, and
right.
It probably wouldn't be so bad if I knew that maybe the authorities would have my back. Unfortunately, I do think every morning, I'm still here, and I go to bed. I live today.
I've seen the image of your property. It's like Fort Knox now.
Yeah, I mean, my friends that. I had to stop my friends coming to the house because I couldn't guarantee their safety. So I never have friends at the house. I always meet my friends outside. I can't have family to live with me because it's too dangerous.
That's my new channel in the link, guys. That's my YouTube.
2014.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's like to see a grown man brought to tears? Do you know how many families I meet that are brought to tears in Luton and towns like that? The reason why I'm showing you these videos, I want you to understand this is real life. This is not made up. When we're talking about issues and the reason why we're passionate about these issues, we're not making it up. And at the same time, he's the first to say the vast majority of Muslims are not involved in this in any way. But there is a problem. The reason why I met him, I've been talking to him for 5 years. A lot of people then, with the English defence, they don't go to the police anymore in towns like Luton. They contacted us to talk about the issues, talk about what's happening with their families, how they're feeling persecuted, etc. I want to meet him because he's moving to Israel, because he feels he has to move to Israel if he wants to be safe. His only crime is that he's Jewish and he's living within a Muslim ghetto. And now as we're talking through, we all remember September 11th. I think everyone should remember where they were on September 11th. I was at Luton Airport on my apprenticeship. I remember everything. And then I remember getting a phone call again about Luton sixth form from a friend who was at the sixth form. That's the age I was at. I was probably 18, going back to then. Saying that Muslims were cheering and celebrating. A lot of these things may sound unbelievable. Yeah? When I then went to my local shops in my estate, I see Magnificent 19 posters across the estate, glorifying these people. On the first anniversary, we saw in my hometown of Luton. Imagine this is your town where you live. You've got posters glorifying terrorism. You've got billboards. As you walk up your street, the billboards are now painted over. Anything showing a woman's flesh is covered up. This is all to fit in with Sharia. And it's from some section, a minority, but a dangerous minority.
Shut up, Tommy, you fucking bellend. Yeah, here it goes. Anyway, guys, like I said, this is my main channel, and I have got a second channel. It's called Straightouttaballyer. Ballyer being Ballyfermot, where I used to live in Dublin.
Let's just talk about who is Tommy Robbins.
In Cherry Orchard. And I come from really risky roads, rough roads, raggedy roads. That's triple R. Right? Raggedy, risky. Very risky. Like I said, it's like because of all the bad experiences I've had, I've learned a little bit about life, and You know, how crazy does this sound? Somebody told me, you know, Jude, you'd be a great life coach. You'd be a great counselor. You'd be a great fucking this, that, the other. It's like, listen, I already know that. And I'm trying to learn others.
Mason Greenwood immediately returns to Manchester United. There is a new update regarding the Mason Greenwood case. The young Manchester United striker's legal case has reportedly been dismissed by the
Shout out to Mason Greenwood, found not guilty of what he was accused of.
Greenwood stumbled on a legal
He
case.
was accused of something that you cannot come back from in my world. And in my world, you know, it's like if I know, or if I see you smacking your missus, even if I don't know you, oh, I'm not tolerating that behaviour around me. Like most of the chaps off the manor already know what I'm like. And we all have certain principles. Look, nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors. Holy shit, my music YouTube account. Pills, tune, ganja booze. Fucking hell, that's a new one. How's it going, buddy? You okay? Good morning to you. That's a mouthful, that, isn't it? Fucking hell, I had to read that. Nah, listen here. I've fucked up so many times in my entire life, and it's like if I can advise somebody about fucking up here, I'm the king of fuck ups. But I only allowed that up until I was 21, and prison saved me from more bullets. It's like what saved me was, now I've always had my faith. I prayed to God. I had a gun charge and I had a heroin charge back when I was 21, and here I got bail. I was only on remand for 5 months in the annex in Mountjoy, the worst part of the prison, and I was surrounded by killers, not alleged. Come here. At the time, they were housing some of the biggest fucking animals in the country, you know, and I'm surrounded by a lot of tough guys, real life tough guys who have real life nicknames. Everyone where I'm from has a nickname, including me. Well, I have several nicknames, depending who you ask. See, I had a nickname in Bluebell as a kid. I had a nickname in Balliol when I moved up. And here, around here, I have a few nicknames too. How mad is that? Like, my name is Jude. People say, yes, G. My name's not fucking G. It's Jude. But out of respect, like I said, here, I've lived in Ireland I left at 18. I come back at 19 to have my son in an Irish hospital. And I didn't know I wasn't really good at a lot except for selling drugs. And if you try to rob me, I'd shoot you in the leg or in the fucking eye, in the shoulder, or flesh around here. And I know exactly where I'm aiming at, because you have people trying to rob you. And I'm not looking to be going back to my boss and saying, here, have a guess what? I got caught lacking. You know what I mean? Someone come and lick me, bro. I don't know what to say, though. You know what I mean? Like I said, because back then, the kind of people I was dealing with, they're not the kind of people that you say, oh, yeah, guess what? I've just been robbed. Because, you know, I'll be told, yeah, yeah. You were robbed, were you? What are you telling me for? It's not my fault. That's your fault. Where's me money? Like I said, I just got robbed. Smack! Straight away. And I showed, look at, listen, I was in a bad way when I was 21, right? And I needed jail. And I prayed to God. I was like, listen, you've abandoned me most of my life. You know, you put me through hell from 4 years old. You know, it's like, please get me out of this situation. And I promise I'll never sell drugs again. And God help me. And I managed to get bail. Don't ask me why. I'll tell you why. Because Larry Duggan, Chief Inspector Larry Duggan, Star Street Garda Station, fuck you. He was on holiday, sunning his fat belly in the Costa del Sol, and he had a stand-in. And the judge went mental. And the judge said to me, the prosecution like are looking for no bail, Your Honour, and you know what I mean? The judge is like, where are you the arresting officer? And the fella said, no. And the judge went, what? You bring this man here before me with a gun and a heroin charge. Where is the arresting officer? He's on holiday, Your Honour. He's like, are you fucking serious? He didn't swear. He said, he's on holiday, is he? He says, prosecution's restrictions on the bail is being denied. You give me bail. So, but before I got me bail, my son come up on a visit. He was about, I was 21. He wasn't even 2. And he fucking, because he hadn't seen me listen, my son, I used to carry him on my shoulders everywhere as a baby, you know, everywhere. And I was a drug dealing scumbag, yeah. I sold heroin. Now, I never sold heroin to kids. I sold it to addicts like myself. I was an addict. Now, I was in Mountjoy and I could have been killed in there because who was affiliated with and where I was from. Because I'd fought with a couple of other families 6 years previous in a club called the Asylum. Anyway, me missus come up with me lad to visit me in Mountjoy prison when I was 21. And you know what? Me lad tried to fucking grab me and the screw went, here, no contact visit. And I was like, what are you on about? You know what I mean? I'm not categorized. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, and he's like, carry on with your lip and all, trying to make me look daft in front of me missus. So, I'm on the visit, you know what I mean? Like I said, I was only 21 at the time and I was around some of the biggest killers in Ireland. Serial killers, rapists, terrorists, and political prisoners, you know, from every walk of life. But anyway, on this particular visit, my son was on my ex-partner's lap and he dived across. There's only a divide like that. You have a table in Mountjoy, right? And there's a ledge. But my son fucking tried to grab me and the screw dragged him out of my arms. He said, visit over. I said, what? No, he said, I'm pulling the visit. I said, you're fucking pulling what? You're pulling the visit for what? He says, I already told you, no contact. I said, what am I meant to do? He's a fucking baby. What do I do? And in the commotion, my kid is getting fucking worked up. And that got me worked up, you know what I mean? So, I told the screw, see you. Visit over. Isn't now? He dragged me son out of my arms. That's when I said, that is the first and last time any of my children will ever see me in jail. So, me missus and me lad was escorted out of the room. And there was 3 screws in the room with me and the screw went, visit over. I said, right after you. So, his colleague walked out, then he walked out, then I had to go and there was one behind me. I donkey punched him in the back of the fucking head. Crack! You know what I mean? And he slept on his mate's fucking back and then fell and hit his face on the ground. I got battered, I did. The Irish police and Screws are well known for their brutality, like, you know what I mean? But fucking battered me, man. I got like 28 stitches in the back of my head. I had a fucking cracked fucking eye socket. It's like, you know, and they said I fell. You know what I mean? So when I went, it's like, you know what I mean? Before the, like, whatever, the fucking, oh, and I wouldn't tell on them. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, I fell. And then if the worst come to it, like, the prison ain't stupid, but listen, I know where we're at. Even if you beat the shit out of me, I'm not going to tell on you. You know what I mean? I'm going to wait till I get an opportunity. And the first opportunity I get, like I said, after that, you have to be lucky every single day you come into work, which has been a prison officer at Mountjoy. Now, motherfucker, see you. I'm telling you now, I'll have your I'll find out who you are. You know what I mean? And behold, it's like you end up finding out these things because you see, a lot of screws get followed. A lot of officers put on screws, believe it or not. But like I said, I was in one of the worst prisons in Ireland, which is Mountjoy Prison, because there's that many people who are affiliated to different cartels or gangs. I'm not an ex-gang member. I'm allegedly affiliated to the biggest cartel in the country. Allegedly. But it's no big thing. Don't worry about it. I always told you there's a nobody on YouTube, and I'm not. But see, in the real world, hey, you pissed on the wrong dog's leg. You should have let less sleeping dogs lie. You know, I protected me children all my life, and my partners. And it was YouTube that upset my kids because somebody went and come on here and told everybody that we used to shoot people and rob drug dealers, and I'll hold my hands up to that. But I was never run out of the country by the IRA. You're mad. Who makes claims like that? I don't know what you're on about. See, we have a reason. We have a cause, yeah? Now, depending on the cause, it's like, here's how it is. I live by a code. I live by a code. A cause. You know what I mean? Everybody has a cause. You know what I mean? It's like, but my cause is I'm going to blame you because it's your fault. You know what I mean? Or I'm going to whoop your ass because I want it. Or, you know, everything's about the why or the cause. The fucking cause, then the effect, the ripple. Mr. Anderson, my name is Chief Inspector Campbell. Mason Greenwood's back in training. Last year on Amy Channel to Fighting Back United because I seen a fight in the Liverpool game. We were at the losing to Brentford and to Brighton, Hove Albion, 4-0, 4-1. And to make it worse, the last game of the previous season, we ended the season in a loss. So that's your last game of the season, and then your first two at the start. So that's 3 games you've lost, right? And now, look what my team's doing. We're Fighting Back United. That's what we are. You know, and Jude called it. I did tell you, but none of you would believe me. Yeah. Like, here, listen, when I see potential, I gotta see it through. Just like Jake says. Sorry, not Jake. Jake, where more money at? And here, Jake Paul wins against Tommy Fury. You know what I mean? Danny, if you're watching this later or tomorrow, bro, do you know what? Fair play, but I'll tell you what. Tell Tommy he's gonna get his ass whooped. Jake Paul is gonna hear. Imagine that, yeah. Tommy, after the fight, Tommy fumbles. Will have to stay in Saudi Arabia because, and he'll have to change his last name to Tommy Fumbles. He's getting the biggest payday of his life. Nobody here, only for his Tyson Fury's brother, he wouldn't have the hype he has. He's a good looking chap. He's a model. Now listen, fair play. Like if I'd like to see him beat Jake Paul and shut him up. But listen, see them Paul brothers, man. Anything they put their head to, they can do. Logan, do you know how smart he is, right? Him and KSI have an energy drink, right, called Prime. So now they've signed a deal with UFC to be the drink for the UFC. You know what I mean? He's smart, Logan Paul. So that's a door into the UFC for Logan. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's going to be funny when a Disney kid whoops Tyson Fury's half brother. Don't get me wrong, Tommy looks good, he can bang, he can, you know what I mean? But like I said, Jake Paul, I tell you what, and that kid puts his mind to in sports, he'll do. I believe he'll do, because he believes in himself. Here guys, another thing I need you to do. My music, bro, I have a new channel, yeah? If you look up there, Straightouttaballyer. I need you all to sub to the channel. It's like a backup channel, but it's a new channel. It's just, like I said, different energy on that. I'm going onto different people's platforms. Last night I was supposed to fucking go on Tim's and I fell bleeding sleep. You know what I mean? It's like, but I'm gonna start going back into people's lives, you know. I've missed jumping on the panels and giving me opinion and, you know what I mean. Hey, I'm one of the most credible lads on here. It's like, I'm not a fucking tough guy, a hard man or a fighting man. I'm not on here to fucking call men out. You know, I just pump men out, knock them out, whatever. I don't call them out. You know what I mean? And I've fucking fought 8 times in 27 years around here. And I'm 8-0. How about that? That's another thing you should know. But I don't like fighting. It's like me hands are damaged that much. Look, me knuckles. See, you can't see them too. Look. Do you see that divot there? It collapsed. You know what I mean? My hands are destroyed from fighting over the years. You know what I mean? Really destroyed. Really damaged. You know, I'm not lying. Look at my fingers and all that fucked. You know what I mean? Busted. Look at my hands. That's like I said, they're what you call walking hands. But I tell you what, this one keeps locking on me and dropping. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not a tough guy, a hard man or a fighting man. But yeah, see me hands? Me hands will call me a liar. You know, because I can fight. You know what I mean? But anybody can fight. It's just like cooking. You know, anybody can fry an egg. You know what I mean? But could you make a 5-star meal? You know, you can have steak, asparagus, baby mushrooms. Or if you don't want to eat, we can just do the plain tea and biscuits. I want to introduce you to tea. which is that. T is for trajectory. Yeah. And this is what you call a heat-seeking missile. That doesn't miss your chin because accuracy, like I said, time and precision, the fundamentals of boxing. I used to remember a phrase that Conor McGregor uses, and from day one he used. And on the walls, anybody who's ever gone to John Bosco Boxing Club, it used, before Conor McGregor here, I'm 48, right? It's like I've loads of years on him. Now, my cousins boxed in John Bosco gym as well, the Stevenses. Glenn, Paul, Michael and James. 4 brothers, me ma's sister, me cousins. Glenn Stevens, Michael, Paul, they're all good boxers. Some of them have won medals in the Commonwealth. Good morning, Chopper. Good morning, Paul. How are you doing? So, like I said, me uncle took us all to John Bosco when we were kids. Like, me and Glenn are around the same age. Now, on the walls of Boxing Drimna Club at the time, on the wall it has, like, the basic fundamentals of boxing is to hit and not get hit. Defense is the key. Defense! Time and beat speed. Right, hit and not get hit. Right? Time and beat speed, and precision beats power. Precision meaning accuracy. Like that. I put across a hairline on your jaw and I ain't missing. Even if I let you hit, I will let you hit me in order to tag you back. You know what I mean? Like I said, you go swimming, you're gonna get wet, and here, my hands have drowned. It's like my hands are so, even the knuckle part there, it collapsed. It's like, because, you know, fuck making videotapes. You can get yourself into a lot of trouble and you can get recalled and fucking have restrictions put on you, and I'm not willing for that. But what I will say is that's my videotape there. Yeah. All these tough guys. See, I'm not purple lucky or anything like that, but show me your hands. Show me. Half of these guys, they won't even show their face. Never mind their fucking hand. But anyway, here, shout out to everybody who suffers with mental health issues. Listen, if you don't ask for help or you don't tell somebody, there's no way that they're going to know. So the only, listen, I know it's fucking hard and it's not easy admitting to yourself, but listen, if you don't admit it to yourself, you're going to be stuck there forever. You know what I mean? Just fucking face your fears. Get over them. Tears. Get over it. You know, I know it's hard, but look at, if I can fucking do it, anyone can. You know, it's like I said I'm gonna do new things. No problem, bro. Hey, I've got 13 subs on my new channel, Straightouttaballyer. Now it's not on this, guys. I have my other channel on this. So I'm asking anybody who comes in, could you please share my channel, which is up there in the name. Straightouttaballyer. You see where that hashtag is? I need you all to give me a sub and help me get to my goal of 100. Now, like I said here, this, I'm going to go into Daryl's in a while. I'm going to go on to Tim's. Last night I fell a bleeding sleep for an hour or whatever, and I was waiting for Tim's live. He probably thinks I'm a cunt. But anyway, I'm going to start visiting other people's lives. Is the moral of the story. And it's like I said, I won't be able to go live on that until I hit 500. Now, that could take me years, believe it or not. It's not easy when you don't... Listen, here's how it is. When you call people out and fucking make loads of fucking stupid videos and what have you, yeah, you get loads of subs. But I didn't want to do it that way. You know, I had to get at least 600 in order to do this. Now, I had no intentions of making a second channel, but after a lot of fucking soul searching, I come to a conclusion. And that conclusion is a few people took something off me last year, and I'm here to take it back off them. Call it lost property. I'm here to take my property back. Yeah. Like I said, no, here, look, it is what it is anyway. I'll be going on different channels and anyway, that's all I'm going to say. When? I'll decide. But I'll tell you what, this time, as far as I'm concerned, Pablo da Vinci, Air Pablo, Chop Chop, Air Chop Chop, and Stevie Wonder will be my top 3 mods for the new channel, Straightouttaballyer. Now, I will be making content on that one. I will go over the Etihad, and I am going to declare I'm a son of Ballier, I'm a soldier of Ballier, and I'm Straightouttaballyer here, right now, talking to you. Then, or when, I'm going to be over there, talking to the fucking stadium. Here, give me back air trophies you stole from us. You know what I mean? And I'll see you later, because you're getting relegated. And I'm going to fucking... Mirror. This is like a... Mirror, here. This is like... I woke up to a Christmas present. One of the best I've ever had. And his name is God Claus. Yeah. Not Santa Claus, God Claus. The football gods have spoken and they've said Manchester City have broken over 100 offences, allegedly. Ooh, that's gonna sting. Here, you know, here. For any City fan watching this later, here, ooh, it's gonna hurt that, isn't it? If you're found guilty, you know, all them trophies, you know, Sergio Aguero's goal, it means nothing. So that'd mean that year, Manchester United would have been champions. Who the fuck? How the... Paul, you don't mind me asking you, but how the fuck did Viagra end up coming into this conversation? But nah, listen, I love football. I'm a football fan. I'm a people fan too. You know, like I pay to come on here, 50 quid a month. You know, and it's like I lose a lot coming on here. You know, like I said, it's 30 for Wi-Fi BT, and it's 20 for the StreamYard. Right, any UFC fans in the house?
Hello, this is a free call from Donald Gray, an incarcerated individual at Oklahoma State.
Oh, nah, listen, it's Man United jail. We've been fighting for a long time. You know what I mean? Since Fergie left, it's like we've not been as successful. But we're fighting. You know what I mean? We're fighting back. We're fighting back united. everybody will say, Jude called it. You know what I mean? Mate, we were at the being battered. 4-0, 4-1. Right? And when we played Liverpool, after the game, I had this epiphany. And I could see Bruno raising a trophy. You know what I mean? And it's like now it's starting to come true. The validity of that dream, it's like, and you know, naming me channel Fighting Back United. You know, I know me football, and here, this is a football city, but for a few years it's been blue, but it's been corrupted. They have fucking breached FIFA rules. They even courtesy calls. You know, for the last 5 seasons, Man City have been there's a word for it. They've been putting this off for ages because they have so much money in that sheet. They can pay the lawyers. You understand? It's like, but they're under investigation, and this investigation is going back from 2013. So that means if them motherfuckers are found guilty, you know, the goal Sergio Aguero scored, that'll be ruled out. You know, the statue over there, or Sergio doing that, that'll be taken down. They're getting relegated, and fuck them. And here, I'll be there to wish them well, because I'm 5 minutes for it. Can you tell? Would you tell? Would you risk it for a biscuit? Would you do it for a cheer? Well, here, I'll risky roads here. They're my kind of streets. You know what I mean? Where you hear the music on many fucking beats. You know what I mean? But fuck with me and your life will be delete.
We were taken to a room. There's coffee, there's snacks, and I'm like, just lay down. I
could have been getting loads of subs last year and the year before, whatever. Opening my panel. You know what I mean? But I've only ever let 3 people on. Now that's all gonna change. You know what I mean? It's like, because it's just it's a side project. It's like so I'm gonna get all the people who said they were gonna plug me channel and see if they keep to their word. But make no mistake about it. Yeah. Let's say I've rectified a few mistakes that I made last year, but I still have something to prove to myself, so that's why. Straightouttaballyer, listen, I'm a son of Ballier, I'm a soldier of Ballier, and I'm Straightouttaballyer. You never needed to know that. But somebody who everybody knows nearly in their little community come on a certain channel and told 75% truth and 25% lies, and even told everybody that I'm not the same Jude MacDonald, I'm a different Jude MacDonald. I robbed Jude MacDonald's story. How do you rob your own story? Like, what's the fucking story? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, I didn't come on here for click, coin or clout. You know, it costs £50 a month to come on here just to talk to fucking 3 or 4 people. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna open a new channel. Fuck it. You know, new channel, same panel. Same mods. Same mods. So, hang on. Right, guys, I'm gonna post a link in the chat, okay? And I'd appreciate it if you could all share this for me. Thank you. It'll pop up there underneath Paul any second. There you are, guys. That's the channel. I'd appreciate it if you could share it for me. I'm trying to hit 100 before the weekend. You know what I mean? It's like, and look, even if I don't, it'll take time, you know, but I'm gonna start going on panels. Yeah, because there's a few good guys on here that I think are sound. I like Daryl, you know. There's a few others. See, I stopped going on panels for a reason. Because I was like, you know, when I make a decision, I don't need other people to make it for me. You see, because when you're a big brother, right, I want to also say this, right, and make this very clear. YouTube is an app. That's it. It's an app. You know, and there's loads of people on here that have loads of good channels, and fucking shout out to all the people that make good content and that are on here for nothing. They've no angle or agenda. They just like speaking to people. You know, my back is getting worse, my spine's getting worse. It's like, I don't go out a lot because I can trigger when I'm out. But it's me back condition that's keeping me the way I am. You know, and I'm fucking in agony daily. But I'm working on my mental health too. I'm working on my triggers. I'm working on my behaviour. You know, where I've been very erratic and irrational at times, and I've not been logic. You know, and that's on me. But a few people took something from me last year, and as a man, we're a day away from 50 days of sexually promethazine, metazapine. Now I'm not sedated. I noticed a couple of things that I didn't notice before, and I'll keep that to myself because fluctuation is a motherfucker. Make sure you pick the right mods on your channel, whatever it may be. Now, I was great until I got to 600, and then I realised why my channel hasn't moving, right? I also know now anybody who's followed me and watched me will tell you 200 subs deleted overnight. Good morning, Pablo, one of my favourite sons of Ireland, sons of Dublin. Pablo's a sod, aren't you, Pablo? A good sod, you know what I mean? SOD, sod, son of Dublin. Scholar of Dublin, in fact. Great artist, very, very creative, Pablo. I love Pablo, man. You sound. But look at, like I said here, Straightouttaballyer. It's another channel, and it's like, I was thinking about doing podcasts with people, and then I've had a chat with a few of the people, and they've said, bro, we'll just have a normal chat. Just open your panel up. So I'm going to multitask. So I'm going to go into Daryl's later, Daryl Adams. Oh, thanks, Pablo. Like I said, Pablo, here. Now, on this phone, it won't let me go live on YouTube. It says I have to have so many subscribers, or whatever. But I've made me little channel. It's like I am changing a few things, but I'm not changing a lot. But like I said, I have a goal and my goal's 100 subs, and I'll hit it by the weekend. We're going on a few panels later on. You know what I mean? I've been invited on, so fuck it, Pablo, why not? You know what I mean? And I'll just use this channel and this StreamYard with this channel. Look at Pablo. We already know where I went wrong. Right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign into Facebook on this one. It's like, and I'm going to try have a talk with you sometime today. I don't know why your messages aren't coming to me on Messenger. I don't get it. You know what I mean? But, nah, listen, I need a little bit of time, Pablo, because it's like I've not been too well, bro. I have periods now, mate. Fucking hell. Every time I go to the toilet, Pablo, it's a fucking, you get post-traumatic stress disorder after fucking having the shit I have. And I don't mean to be rude, but every time I go to the toilet, bro, I'm not lying to you. It's not good. So every time I've a tear in my bowel, right? I've had it for fucking years on that IBS, right? It's like, but me, every time I fart, I pass wind. You know when you're on the toilet and you let big farts, right? I can feel my stomach automatically fill back up. You know what I mean, bro? It's like, and it's very unpleasant, Pablo. You know, it's like, and Pablo, I'm fucked, bro. You know, me knees are fucked, me hip, me back. You know what I mean? And when a doctor tells you have a degenerative problem, Pablo, you know what that means. You know what I mean? My spinal column is getting weaker. And I'm fucking crashing on fucking scooters and fucking, you know what I mean? It's like, and it's, but back to the whole YouTube thing, Pablo, like, I'm not a hard man, a fucking tough guy, or a fucking fighting man. Fighting comes natural. Don't get me wrong, there's always someone tougher than you. Like, I wouldn't turn around and say, oh yeah, I'm fucking hard, I'm this, I'm not, because I'm not. You know, I'm trying to fucking, I'm trying new things, different things. I'm even drinking bleeding herbal tea, coffee, fucking. I'm changing things in my life, bro. Well, here's the thing, Pablo, there's nothing I can do about degenerative disc disease. You know, it's like, it's a condition. It's not like, it doesn't get better. It gets worse by the day. I was diagnosed with it about 10 years ago, and I had an MRI, bro, and he focused on my spinal column, especially my L3, 4 and 5, and my R3, 4 and 5 had zero spinal fluid in it. So the doctor explained it to me. He said, Jude, in your spinal column, he says, on the left side and on the right side, he says, we give them numbers. He said, like, so your L3, 4, 5, and he showed me on a human skeleton, you know, the diaphragm. He said, this here, that 1, 2, 3, on that side and on this side is fucked. I says, how fucked? He says, degenerative, fucked. I was like, what does that mean? He says, well, you have a condition called degenerative disc disease. He says, you must have had a bad paper around. And I was like, doctor, yeah. Is that meant to be a joke? He's like, forgive me, sarcasm on your. And I was like, listen here, don't start making jokes, bro. This isn't fucking funny. So he said, well, look at, so he showed me not me CAT scan, he showed me MRI scan. So basically in my L3, 4 and 5 back 10 years ago had no spinal fluid in it. So he says you might get he said either compound fractures, compression fractures. He said because what it is your spinal column is what keeps you standing straight, you know, but he said yours, it's like, he said, don't worry. I said, so what's you, he said, well, he said, you might get another fucking 10 years before you're in a wheelchair, but at least you're getting 10 years. I said, what? Hang on a minute. Rewind that. Go back. Say that again. He said, I know you're a bit upset and all. I said, what did you just say about a wheelchair? He said, you have degenerative disc disease. And like I said, I wasn't making fun. He says, I was trying to lighten the situation. He said, but I says, how do I fix it? He says, you don't. I said, what do you mean? He said, you cannot. He says, Jude, it's from wear and tear. Now, listen, I burnt a candle at both ends for many years and it fucked me back. Believe it or not, it's like I was going to work Monday to Friday, come home on Friday, go out in a bender. It's like go into work Monday, rough as fuck, and I've done that for fucking years. And I had an accident as well. I had a few accidents. Stephen. Like I said, everybody on YouTube that knows me. You know, do you know I don't go around fucking like, if I was one of these guys, yeah, I'd be calling it. I don't call men out, I just knock them out. You know, and here, I'm not hard. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, I cry a lot. Because this year I decided I need to start living again. And believe me, I know I'm alive because of the pain I'm in. But I'd rather be in, listen, I wouldn't rather be in pain. It's like, but degenerative disc disease is a death sentence. And slowly it's eating away, Pablo, because all the hard work I've done, Pablo, 23 years I busted to work, bro. You know what I mean? It's like I was a scaffolder, I was a butcher, I was a prep chef, I was a fucking pot washer, a kitchen porter. I done some shit jobs, and you know what? I could have broken what I said, but I made a promise to God at 21 after my son was snatched down my hand by screws, and and I never forget that. And I prayed to God, I said, listen, if you're up there, hello God, it's Stuart. Yeah, I have a gun in charge and heroin charge. If you can get me off this, God, I swear to God, I'll never sell drugs again. And I'll try to get me lad to be a law-abiding citizen and go to uni. And I predicted this at 21. And look, I'm 48 now, my lad's 28, a uni graduate. How mad is that? I refuse to lose. So I used the method of encouragement with my son. I used a lot of the stuff I learned about how to be a real man. As far as I'm concerned, the tough guy is the man who gets up every morning at 6 o'clock and goes out and works for his family. You know what I mean? It's like to keep the wolves from the door. I've been asked to write several books about my life story, about the estates I grew up in, about me friends. It's like, and I wrote 14 pages, and do you know what the worst thing for me is? I read it out loud, and it destroyed me. And I was supposed to meet Bernard Mahoney with Scott Lee all night, and I was giving him material. Hey, baby. Hello, my love. But Pablo, I was supposed to meet that Bernard Mahoney, but in all fairness, bro, a couple of people reached out to me and said, "You, that wouldn't be a good idea, bro. My man's whatever." Right? So I said, fuck it. Cause Pablo, who told me to put it away? Our sight, our mind. And hearing a Dublin voice saying that, it's like, I was like, I don't mind admitting when someone's right. And Pablo was right. And that Pablo helped me last year. Big time. Like I said, I miss all my pals, the ones that aren't here anymore. But you know what? I have people around me that actually cared about me. How great is that? You know. Oh, Bob, if I could give you a big squeeze. Yeah, well, listen to me, yeah. Oh, fucking. Just stay in here for 15 minutes or company live. But now Pablo helped me last year, you know what I mean? It's like because I was writing 2 books simultaneously, right? And one about my life story and then one about growing up in Ballyferm. Full disclosure, he said. And I'd get £16,000 over a 4-year period in installments. And I'm like, I didn't do it for the money. It's like, but when I read it around me, I was like, yeah, I cannot let me friends, Maz, read this book. Or any of the brothers, the kids, you know. In Dublin Gangland, I've had 11 friends killed. That's already been confirmed by a few of my friends in Dublin who popped in and told you, say, oh, Aunt Jill told you. He's not lying. You know, and that was nice of them, you know. Like I said, my fucking stomach, man. Every time I go to the toilet, it's like, I'm not a soldier's code is to stay away from a hospital, to stay alive. That's here, and you know what? For me, the hard part is living again. But I have the love of my life on my side, by my side. You know, it's like chest infection. You keep getting a bleeding chest infection because you were barking like a sheepdog all week. Yeah, she's off, Pablo. I even got 2 Valentine's Day cards, bro. You know what I mean? I never thought in a million years. Yeah, have a guess what, Pablo, right? I even wore a pair of pajamas and a house coat. I'm no tough guy, bro. You know what I mean? I wear my chick's house coat. Hey, there's room for her on a margin and there's room for she got me, I wouldn't call them pajamas, but they're more like, yeah, they're nice and comfortable, and it says time to chill out, you know, and a fucking house coat, you know what I mean? It's like, I do things purposely, You know what I mean? I'm no hard man. You know what I mean? I don't know where people got that from. Now, my chick and my family will tell you different. But I'm a nice person and I don't want trouble with no man. And I don't look for fight with anybody. But if somebody wants to look for a fight and they choose me, well, I choose. Everything's about a cause, right? I fight for a cause. Cause I fucking want it. Cause I can. I used to think I was Peter Pan. Yeah. I used to, yeah, fuck it. Peter Pan. Unite the clans. Do you know what? Do you see that fucking, do you see what happened in Turkey with all those Well, Pablo, in all fairness, me and Mimi Queen are a year together next month. You know what I mean? It's like, and I never imagined I'd ever get anybody a bleeding Valentine's Day card. Never mind, I never thought it'd be with anybody because I was in a 23-year relationship and it went bad at the end, you know. And it nearly killed me because I tried twice and I failed miserably. But anyway, it's like I was in a different headspace. You know, I was just fucking lonely and I just had enough and I was like, I can't deal with this no more, you know, I'm fucking sick of it. You know, it's like everybody looks up to me and expects me to be a fucking good dad, a good brother, a good uncle, a good friend, a good partner, a good fucking this, a good fucking that. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you know what I mean? Like people just expect you to be Superman, and you're telling them, Mia, every time I can't piss without standing straight. When I piss, I'm bleeding. When I'm shitting, I'm bleeding. It's like, and the horrendous side effects of the fucking meds that I'm on use, and they're irreversible. You know what I mean? But I still come on here. No, I'd be lost without a Pablo, you know what I mean? Like, you know, every woman I've ever been with Pablo, right? I've always either been insecure, the green-eyed monster has come out the odd time, and I always felt like I had to compete. Like, you know, and I always flirted with other girls. Like, you know, it's like, I knew my relationship was in danger and I knew something wasn't right. I'm not going into it, I'll bring it up. But anyway, after that, not long after that, I lost my dad, I lost my ma, I got sectioned 3 times. Do you know how hard it is to get sectioned? You have to be literally either holding a knife to someone's neck, a bomb around your waist, or just gone. The death stare. I was told I had it, so they put me on suicide watch. Every time I've gone in, I've always had 2 chaperones by my side, one to the left, one to the right, because I was like, you know what I mean, a H3P, a highly violent prisoner, or a, yeah, you know what I mean. But I've had to go through all that nonsense, all that pain, heartache, being a loser for 21 years and admitting it to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, cause what could I say I did? What? Write in your CV? I can't go to a job interview without lying on the fucking thing. You know, have you any have you got a criminal record? I always click no. You know what I mean? But well, that's what I'm saying, Pablo. Me future. It's like it's gonna be a painful one, but you know something. At least I know I have me chick by my side. Cause Pablo, you know what? You know what my dream was? Yeah, the missus, the kids, the dog, and the job. You know what I mean? A small man's dream, a simple dream. You know, and I put me back into it for 22 years. I paid me stamps, me taxes, Pablo. You know, and I'm fucked. Me back is fucked. You know, it's like I said, yeah. Compression fractures, Pablo. Look, it's like that. Your vertebrae are gnarling on the other. You know, do you understand? Yeah. Uh, uh, Dundee, let me know. Let me come back. Honey, listen to me. Just let me fucking have a smoke and I'll give you a ring at about quarter to. I'll ring it in 10 minutes longer. I'll end the live. And then I'll come back on and do it. Because I love my chick. Pablo, don't take the piss, man. You know what I mean? You're as bad as Lisa saying that she put a fucking engine on fucking like a turbo on a. You know what I mean? But like I said, you have to laugh. You know what I mean? It's like because there's gonna come a time, bro, when I won't be laughing. You know, but look at, I got a degree out of it. My dad told me in an ambulance, tell Dylan, tell my grandson that education is the way forward. And my ex-partner was 9 months pregnant at the time when my dad had a transplant, and it's like I knew what I had to do. You know, like if my dad wasn't here,
which means the parents will submit evidence against each other and the judge will make a ruling. In a child custody case, it can get ugly.
There we are. Come here, guys. Listen, yeah, me fucking. I don't know what happened there. It just knocked off. But Chopper, I hope you feel better soon, my friend. No, I'm here. It's like, but I am going. Look, I went off there. It's taken me 6 minutes. So 6 minutes and I'm gone. But listen, yeah, I'm gonna come on a few people's panels, right? I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna pop onto Daryl's. I'm gonna pop onto a couple of people's lives, and start the ball rolling. Really, you know, work, earn me subs. It's like, and this time, nobody, no rogue mods this time, yeah. Look if you don't learn from your mistakes, you're gonna stay stuck, right? So I refuse to stick, you know. So like I said, Straightouttaballyer, guys, sub me, help me get to me goal. No, I know, I'm gonna call it in 5 minutes. Because the fucking live went off, didn't it, for 5 minutes, and I didn't get a chance to say what I was about to say. So, as you know, right, Straightouttaballyer is like a new channel. It's like a backup channel now. I didn't know how to combine the two. I have StreamYard on my own one, but I don't know whether I'm gonna have to open up a separate StreamYard for that one. But what's the point? It's like I said, I know what I need to do and what I don't need to do. So I'm trying a few new things, guys. And if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. But at least Pablo, I give it a whirl. Now, I want to shout out to the best video maker on YouTube in our little community, which is Pablo Da Vinci. Now, that's Pablo Da Vinci. Right, not Da Vinci, Da Vinci. Then we have Chop Chop. You alright, Keaty? Keaty's done himself a mischief, boss. And then Google, Stevie fucking Wonder. Them 3 mods will be mods on my new channel. When we get to where we need to be. But for now, you have me to put up with on this one. It's like, and like I said, I have to challenge myself personally, because I set myself a few goals this year, right? And one of them is getting 100 subs on my new channel. Yeah, and that's the only thing I'll say. I will not promote anybody's channel. I know where I went wrong. You know, and it's like I give a lot of people a lot of airtime last year, and I am not doing that this year. Because I've learned from that lesson. You know, it's like I'm here, skills always in session, and I'm gonna try learn like what I can, but when you're in fucking constant pain, you know, if it's not me back, it's me stomach. If it's not me fucking stomach, it's me. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, who's that? I think I knew already where it was from.
Well,
no, I'll tell you in a while. I'm good. So.
Even more officers to shut things down. As Morrison and Smith are taken away, a third person is also explained in the
Right. That's Matthew Ruff. Yeah. So I have to go see him.
Where's Alex still in or?
Yeah, what?
Is Alex in?
Yeah, I think he's in bed, recovering, bro. Right, so there we go. Listen, Pablo, like I said, I know you're all going to plug me channel right now. And I can't expect everybody to do the hard work, right? So, I'm going to do everything different. Once I open my panel, Pablo, which will be before the weekend, where I'm going to have maybe 6 people on my panel. 6 people that I know won't fucking harm bomb me or whatever. But anyway, right, listen to me, yeah? Me and Mark here, we're sons of Balyer, we're soldiers of Balyer, we're straight out of Balyer, and I'm straight out of here, because I need to ring the chick, yeah? Anyway, I want to shout out once more to the best video maker in their community, which is our Pablo Da Vinci. And then you have Chop Chop, and then you have Stevie Wonder, and you know they helped me so much last year. Pablo in particular. Look, Stevie and Chopper have helped me, but not like the way Pablo has. And he's the video maker of the channel. You know, so it's like here. I come back on here to not to cause trouble, but just to take a couple of things back that was taken from me, wasn't it, when I wasn't feeling too well. Listen, every day I don't feel well, but look, it is what it is. I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. So, I'm going to say it again, I'm a son of Balyer, I'm a soldier of Balyer, and I'm straight out of Balyer, and I'm straight out of here. But I will be back at about, I'll come back on at 2, but tonight I'm going to start, like, I'm going to jump into Daryl's and say hello, because he always comes on and says hello, and in all fairness, I think it's a nice platform that he has compared to other toxic, you know, and I'm nobody's side man, I'm nobody's wingman, you know what I mean, my wingman is me brother, both of them. One's a schizophrenic, one's got bipolar, typhoid. I've got complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Did I ever tell you that? I always left that word out, complex, because it is very complex. It's like, I'm out and I hit, even listen, I don't trigger anymore when I hear a gunshot, so fireworks going off, big bangs, reminded me, like, every time I hear a bang, it goes through my head, you know. But I'm working on it. It's like, and I'm here in front of you. It's like talking to you, because I'm no longer a ghost. So Harpo, I'm no longer a ghost, brother, and you know what? Neither are you. And guess what? Everybody that, like I said, here's the plan. I'd love to be on the same amount of subs I am on Fighting Back United. And straight out of Balyer, that's the plan I have, to hit 100 subs, and I'll go from there, because I believe in this, and I'm going to approach it a different way, rather than put titles in about jails and what have you. We're just going to chant normally about growing up, and whatever they want to disclose to you, it's up to them. But there are certain things they cannot admit to, cannot, listen, pass. I've started, so I'll finish. Pablo is definitely my best video maker I've ever had on YouTube, and I've had a few. I want to shout out to fucking Jay for helping me, like, with me channel for the first, to get to 300. I used his stuff. My name was Irish Dude 74. I had no significance, no meaning. fighting back United has a meaning. All my life I've been fighting back against something, whether it be the fucking state, whether it be medication, whether it be gang wars, whether it be me love life, whether it be occupational hazards. You know, you do something. Hang on, one sec. What's up, babe?
The answer to that question,
Yeah. One sec, hang on, guys. Just give me a minute.
He was later given an outward plea, meaning he
No,
admitted
I haven't
they
even
were
got
wrong,
any.
but acknowledged there was likely enough evidence to convict him.
Like,
Jail time was part of the plea deal.
Al's not been shopping and there's only about 7 in there. So, no problem. Sorry about that, guys. My neighbour need tea bags. See, that's the good thing about being a neighbour as well. I live in this housing estate over a quarter of a century, and if you knock at my door for milk, sugar, tea, tobacco, 99% of the time I'll give you what I have. You know, because my granny always believed in the neighbour. My mother always believed in it too. Always be a good neighbour. It's Ballyferm of courtesy. You know, even though I always say because she every day she knocks for tobacco and me like a dickhead give it to her because I feel bad for her, like, you know, because I know what it's like not to have a smoke. Never mind a joint. You know, it's like it's rare I don't have tobacco or certain stuff like that. But like I said, guys, I'm going to end this live, right? I'm my new channel. Just to get onto him and he will help you, bro. I don't know, lads. Yeah, man. Well, like I said here. Do you know what, Pablo? Hang on. Just pop on and tell people the new content, bro. Yeah. Promote the channels that are backing you. Well, like I said, Daryl invited me over, so I'll dive on and have a chat with people. Penny's a channel then bought me some should though. She's got for me. Oh, that's nice. Now listen, without Chopper and Pablo, well, like I said, Jerry fighting her, she said to me, Jude, whatever you need, I'll do it for you. So, Phil and Boy said the same thing as well because somebody had blocked them, you see. And it made me look bad because I backed somebody when I didn't really know everything. But that's also on me. Now, if you don't learn from your mistakes, you know, it's like I wasn't in a good place. And even here, even a blind Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles could see where it was going, where it was heading. Now, I need to ring my missus. But what I will say is, there's loads of people that have said they'll help me. And all I need is a sub. That's it. You know what I mean? Help me get back what I lost. You know, people took things from me last year and I'm not willing to accept it. And I'm not going to cause murder on anyone's channel. I'm just going to be myself. But I tell you one thing, listen, I'm going to promise me mods this year. I'll do my best to stay away from all that shit. But if anybody starts on me when I go onto a panel, here, I'm not having it. You already know that, right? Hey, 5 years, money, YouTube has cost me $1,000. Whether it be donations. The biggest donation I ever give anybody, I'm not even going to tell you because you'd all take the piss out of me. Because I believed in something, right? Now, I believe in Pablo. I believe in Chopper. and I believe in Stevie to be in the back four with me. It's like, and I know it's like they all have me best interest at heart, especially them three chaps that I've just mentioned. Call me biased. I'm a biased motherfucker. Listen, I'd rather have 3 dubs by my side than 3 of other any nationality. I ain't running. I don't care if there's a million here. I'll get killed. You know, I'm stupid and I'm brave. And I have like 3 of the best mods in our little community. My circle's smaller than a fucking wedding ring, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna end this by telling you I'm a son of Balliol, I'm a soldier of Balliol, and I'm straight out of Balliol, and I'm straight out of here too. So have a good day. I hope you all have a productive week, a positive week. This year is the year of forgiveness. It's the year of the granddaddy. I'm gonna be a grandpappy. I'm the pappy. Me, yeah. He's mine. Come here, let me have a look at that little bollocks. And he'll get a nickname. Yeah. Junaid, when he was born, I called him Champ. That was his nickname. Now he's on the path to maybe the Olympics. In a few more years, he's well rounded. His left hand is a killer. He's fast. He's adapting very quick. Like I'm doing the pads with him. Davey Keenan owns the gym up there. So Davey is his coach. So it's like, you know what I mean? I don't need to interfere. I've taught him already, and he knows how to defend himself. High guard. You know what I mean? Let people fucking pick your shots. Don't be throwing haymakers. Pick your shots. Jab and move. Oh, do you understand? Hit and knock it here. And defense is the key. Defense. Guys, I'll be back at 2 o'clock or maybe 1:30. I'm going to give me Mrs. a ring. I want to thank you for coming in. And thanks for being me mods. And thanks for last year for fucking being there. And tell me when I'm going wrong. Don't do this, dude. You're fucking falling apart. I can see it. Do you know, Pablo told me that last year. Chopper, he'll say good vibes. You know what I mean? When Pablo's telling me to go make a cup of tea, that's when I know I'm fucking triggering, you know what I mean? So it's like you'd be nowhere without your subs and the people who back you from day one. You know many apologies I've fucking had on here are people. You know, bro, I had you all wrong, you know, when I watched a couple of your videos and I'm like, fucking hell, man. Like, he's not a bad lad, you know. But anyway, I'm away. I'll be back at 2 o'clock. Shout out to Pablo Da Vinci. Shout out to Chop Chop. Shout out to Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles. I'm out of here, right? And up the fucking dubs. Yeah. We're straight out of Balliol. And I'm straight out of here. I'll be back at 2 o'clock or 1:30. Have no fear. Peace. I love my mods. I love my chick. I love my queen. I love my mods. Peace. Will it not end for me?